Shalom, Israel. All praise to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Going live here. Let me try something quick. Let me try this. Be patient with me for a second. Let me just try a little something. Let's see. Give me a second, y'all. How y'all doing out there, man? I'm about to get started. Let me just try something right quick. I'm just trying to do this. I don't know. I just got off work and trying to hurry up and come home and get this class together. As y'all can see, the title is The Virtuous Woman and the Silly Woman. Let's see if I can get this. Should already have this done. I haven't been in this office since then. Since the last time I came to y'all. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just gonna look at the delayed response. Okay. I'll get that next time. Oh, praises y'all to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai, man. Thank y'all for tuning in today. Like I said, once again, the class is going to be called The Virtuous Woman and the Silly Woman. And, because a lot of times, man, we got women out here. You got some that's married. You got some that's not married. And a lot of times, man, I hate to say it like this because it's always seems like you're getting on women, but man, even a lot of women have a problem with a lot of women. But some women that's married that's unmarried don't know what the women that's married got to go through. And then some of y'all women, y'all go get women advice from women and listen. Y'all don't give each other good advice all the time. In fact, y'all always try to be politically correct. I don't want to say what I want to say. I don't want to hurt her feelings, or I don't want to hurt their feelings. Look, you still got to tell the truth, whether it's going to hurt their feelings or not. And a lot of times when y'all get advice, y'all, and I notice when a lot of times when the women talk, they be doing, y'all saying the truth, but then you do a lot of worldly things, or your conversations be worldly conversations. Instead of going to the Bible, you're still going by how the last Negro did you. And then you giving that advice to the person that you're talking to. And trying to tell them, well, you just leave that nigga. You shouldn't do that. But the Bible say that? No. But that's kind of advice y'all be giving each other. Because y'all are upset about something. Shalom, people. Turn that TV all the way down. Yep, welcome again to this Burnt Toast Tuesday. All praise Yaakov. Sister Mary down in H-Town, Spring, Texas. Good y'all out here. Good y'all on the thing. But like I said, I know the title finna shake up a whole lot of people. And I know the women are, what about the man? They already saying that. We ain't even started yet. But I know how y'all go. No, every time you talk about the women, what about the man? No, I'm not talking about them right now. I'm talking about you right now. Y'all, nobody else. Like old boy say, don't worry about Boaz, worry about your ass. So we're going to get started a little bit here. Like I said, y'all see the title. And we're going to start out in Titus. Y'all know where it's at. Y'all know where it's at. We're going to start out in Titus chapter 2, and you know what I'm talking about. I already know all my what's next. You notice in the Bible, all those T's, Timothy, Thessalonians, Titus, all that's in the same area. All the T's right by each other. So just look for the T's, and as soon as you see a T, it's in that area. We're gonna start out with Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. Man, it's gonna hit some of y'all hard. Hey, if the rock hits you, and the dog that hollers, the dog that is hit. If you're not this woman or you ain't acting like this, hey, good for you. If you are, good for you. You'll take this lesson to heed. All right, it says, the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to too much wine, teachers of good things. If your advice to other women is not good stuff out of the Bible, not how you feel, not what you think, or not how you thought, some of y'all out of relationships because of the way you thought. You can't keep a husband because of the way you thought. It says teachers of good things. And that's to your older women. You know how them older women, some of our older women be stuck in their ways, don't want to change. They hold on to some things still in the world, not all the way to the Most High God. I still don't, but then some of them, I know, some of the men ain't no good, some of you women ain't no good, but I'm dealing with y'all right now. That they may teach the young women to be sober, teaching the young women to be sober-minded, not to be running around here and get drunk and all of that old stuff. Because that's what some of our women do. Some of our women drink more than men. And I mean, just, boy, drink like sailors and stuff, man. That's not good look on a woman. It's bad enough when a man can't hold his liquor and the women can't hold their liquor. Oh, my goodness, that is horrible. That is horrible. To love their husbands and to love their children. You should be teaching the women to love their husbands and love their children. Don't just talk about their husband. Don't just talk about their children. Teach them how to love them. If you know how to teach, if you say you're teaching them something, teach them how to take care of their children. Don't talk about the children. They don't know, teach them. If they doing something wrong with their husband, you need to tell them that. This ain't a woman power thing, man. And that's what a lot of y'all get into, woman power. You got to agree with me, girl, because I'm a woman. No, you need to agree with the right thing and not the wrong thing. Don't just agree with them because I'm a woman. That don't make no sense. That does make sense if you're in the world, but not if you're in the truth. It shouldn't be making no sense. It said that they may teach the young women to be sober and to love their husband and to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husband, that the word of God be not blasphemed, to be discreet. You ain't got to be out there on Front Street. I always want to be seen. Man, you're doing something. I want to do something too. Hey, let's do this. I want to be, let's go do this. No, that's not what the Bible tells a woman to do. It says be discreet, chaste, keepers at home. You shouldn't be out there running around doing everything. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to do this. I want to do that. He said keepers at home. See, that's the thing about it, boy. We get bored so easy. And now we got like, hey, I gotta be out the house in order not to be bored. Well, you ain't like me. I just sit my butt at this crib all day. I ain't gotta go nowhere. But at the same time, it's good to get out. I'm not saying just stay in the house all day. It's good to get out, but don't be out all the time trying to be everywhere. Ooh, they having this, I'm going. Ooh, they doing that, I'm going. Ooh, that I heard, I'm going. And gone. And he says, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. It's giving you all of what a woman supposed to be teaching. Man, you call another woman talking about break this down and break that down and let's go through the 12 feathers. For what? That's not what he told you to teach. But we always get outside ourselves and want to teach everything but what the Most High told you to teach. It gives you a list of what you can and cannot teach, or what you can and cannot do. Well, then we'll start at 3 again. I want to read that one more time. The aged woman, likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness. That should be what you're trying to do. Become holiness, set apart, not like all the other women. And yeah, I notice that when the woman do that, some of the women that when they set themselves apart and being with their husband and taking care of their husband, other women have a problem with it. But the woman is doing what the Bible tells her to do. Becoming holy, not false accusers. Because that's what a lot of times, a lot of y'all women want to do is accuse them, looking for that woman who's doing that to her husband. And here you go. Hold on. You shouldn't be doing that, girl. You should be, he just, he good. You going to let him get it. Why don't he get it? Then you wonder why, look around, and that's why you ain't got no husband. Well, you ain't got no man that's coming in and want to take care of you. Because shit, look how you acting. Not giving to too much wine. Teachers of good things. Teachers of good things. That's what we're supposed to be. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 34. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 34. There is a difference also between a wife and a virgin. A virgin means a woman ready to be married, of age to be married, not a virgin. There is a difference between that woman that's a wife and a woman that's a virgin. Because everybody that's of age to be married don't make you a wife. It takes work to be a wife. It don't take work just to be a woman. You was born that way. It takes work, practice, and understanding to be a woman, a wife. Y'all born a woman. I don't see nobody putting no work in to being a woman. You was born one. Most High did that. But to be a wife, it takes work. And why? Because every Negro is, hey, we still the same Israel, hard-headed, stubborn. We still the same niggas. And I'm going to show you in the Bible too. But see, a lot of times y'all like to go to people who marry women going to people who not married and trying to get advice. Or that young woman who's not married, you can go to the married woman and ask, hey, what do you do? How do you maintain your husband? How do you keep your husband? Because every one of them ain't trying to keep him. Every one of them ain't being a great wife. Just because they're a wife don't mean they being a good one. And just because he's a husband don't mean he's being a good one. Just because they married don't mean it's a good marriage. Just because they in the truth and married don't mean it's a good marriage. But those things can be corrected. And that's what we are here. You got other people that's doing those things, other people with different knowledge. You can go and ask the wisdom. And then, like it says, ask the aged woman. Ask the aged woman who kept the husband, not the one who divorced 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Ask the one who had a husband and her husband passed away, but she was a good wife until that point, and now she's just a good woman. Ask her. Go get advice that way. Don't go get these advice from these people, man. They ain't got nothing. Ain't had nothing. They've been with this one and that one and that one and this one and Tom, Dick, and Harry and all that other stuff. Don't go ask that one. Don't go asking that one. There is a difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman cared for the things of the Lord. The unmarried woman cared for the things of the Lord. The unmarried woman cared for the things of the Lord. Better yet, well, stay right there. Let me put the bookmark there. Let's go to Luke chapter 10 and verse 40. Luke chapter 10 and verse 40. But Martha was cumbered about much serving. Martha was putting in that work. She was serving and came to him and said, Lord, does thou not care that my sister had left me to serve alone? Bid her therefore that she help me. She's asking, hey man, my sister got me doing all this stuff by myself. Tell her to help me. Tell her to help me. And Jesus answered and said unto her, Martha, Martha. You know this, black folks. Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about many things. You worrying about so much, Martha. You worrying about too much. And that's what a lot of our women do. But we be worrying about stuff that don't have nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. A lot of times, if you take the stuff that you ain't got nothing to do with, that ain't your problem, leave them alone, you'll find out you can handle the stuff that you got to take care of. But no, we be want to worry about everything. I need to help. I need this. Somebody help me. Somebody do this for me. No. Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about many things. But one thing is needful. And Mary had chosen that good part which shall not be taken away from her. Mary decided she's going to go serve the Most High. And that ain't going to be taken away from her. See, because when you're an unmarried woman and you don't have a husband, your job is to serve the Most High until you have the husband. That's your job. But that married woman, she got to deal with that old stiff-necked Negro. But you don't know what that woman got to go through that's got to deal with that man. So you just do what you're supposed to do in the service of the Most High. That woman got to go serve her husband. You don't know what she got to go through. That nigga might not be no good. He might be mad every time he turn around. You don't know what she got to go through. It might be hell of work when she get home and got to deal with him. But you so worried because you want her doing what you doing. Why don't you tell her to help me? No, you do the Most High work. I got to go deal with this husband. I come back and do it but I got to go deal with this Negro. I got to go deal with him at the house. And you up there won't come help me. No, you go ahead and serve those people. You do that right now. I got to go tend to this Negro. And he ain't happy right now. Let's go to Sirach right quick. Chapter 25 and verse 22. Because there's some women in the congregation that be married, and yes, they go and they get stuff for their husband. My wife do it. Because I'm her husband. That's who she is supposed to go serve. If you don't have a covenant, your covenant is to the people of the house of the Lord. That's what yours is. But she got to go deal with this Negro first. And this is Sirach chapter 25, verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. See, that's what she got to go through. Why you worried about what she got to do? She got to go deal with this. If she maintain her husband, if she taking care of her husband, she gonna go through a whole lot of more stuff that you ain't gotta even go through. You ain't even gotta deal with this Negro. She do. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger. She gonna get mad. Because she gotta deal with something you don't have to deal with. She gonna get mad in the mud because this nigga in a bad mood, got her in a bad mood, and you up there talking about, come help me. Wait a minute. If she maintain her husband is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. And much reproach. She getting corrected all the time, or want to correct him all the time because things ain't that well. And you worried about, come help me. Come help me. A wicked woman abideth the courage, making a heavy confidence and a wounded heart. A woman that would not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees. See, if she don't take care of home get weak. So that married woman got a different job than that woman that's not married. She got to go home and deal with this man. You don't have to do that. So you don't have a burden on you that she has. And a lot of times our women don't think about it. They don't think about it. They think about what they need or what they want done. They don't think about what that woman is going through, what that woman has to deal with. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. See, from the woman, sin started. So one thing she has to do, especially when it comes to having a husband, is maintain the husband so she don't get into sin. She can't go out and do anything that she want to do. She got a covering. She got a head. Your son, your head should be Yahweh Shah. Period. Until a husband come along. That's what your mindset should be. And y'all quit looking at what other people have got to go through. I mean, what other people got. You need to think about, hey, man, there ain't no telling what she going through, what she got going on. Ain't no telling what's wrong with her and her children at the house. Give the water no passes, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. And see, you don't even give that wicked woman, don't give her no freedom to go running out butt around. And that's for you men with these wives. You ain't supposed to give them freedom. Go ahead. Go on, girl. Go on. I want to go to Jamaica with my home girl. We gonna have a good girl summer. Okay. You ain't going. If I ain't going, you ain't going. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. And as we know now, we can't do that now because Yahweh came and gave an understanding of what that meant when he was talking about Moses, because you got to understand, this is a rock at the time. This is before Yahweh got here. So he was talking about giving the bill of divorce because that's how Israel was dealing until Yahweh came and gave the correction on and the understanding of what Moses was giving the children of Israel. So no, you can't go divorce her because she ain't doing what you say. That is not, you can't use that scripture without going to where Yahweh radicalized it. So you can't use that. You know, Negroes will use that and take that and no, I'm going to get divorced. You see? Shalom. Let's see, I got Donovan out there on the Daya on there. Rasta Flats. All praises. My wife on there. I see that. And she said, I'm a woman, so I know. A lot of them, what is that? Melant, shalom, brother. I was the brother y'all was teaching the last Sabbath. Oh, praise. Glad you on here, man. Getting this lesson. Oh, praise. You need to come to camp, man. What's his name? Lada Militant. Yeah, brother, need to see your class on the Sabbath, too. Make sure you get there. We need our brothers to come on, man. Hey. The workers are few. There's a whole lot of work to be done. We need you out here. So come on with it. Let's go to, I want to go to Job 14:1. I had moved that around. Let's go to Job right quick. I need to go back to what's the name first, but we'll go back. Let me get this Job 14:1 right quick, and then we'll go back. Job 14:1. Because this is what a lot of these women are dealing with. Man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble. So that woman that's a wife to a man, and that man was born of a woman, oh yeah, he going through hell and he gonna bring hell home sometime. So y'all don't know that unmarried woman, you don't know what that married woman got to deal with. She got to go home to something that, hey, full of troubles. Full of trouble. So you just take care of your Habashah's business. She got to take care of her husband's business. And once y'all get that time together, y'all can take care of everything that y'all supposed to take care of. But everybody got a job to play. Everybody is not in the same role. Everybody is not on the same job. You just do the job that you're on and stay with that job. And everything will be all right. Let's go back to 1 Corinthians. I told y'all to stay there. So if you move your cursor, that's on you. And we at 7 and verse 34. I'm going to read that again and we go down to 35. There is a difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord, that she may be holy, both in body and in spirit. But she that is married careth for the things of the world. Why must she carry for the things of the world? Because she got to deal with that flesh, that Negro that's full of troubles. That's what she has to deal with. Men, we just flesh. See, all y'all have to do is deal with the spirit. So you don't have to deal with that fleshly head that's over you. So your job is not the same job as the woman that's married. Woman that's married don't got it easy. I can tell you that right now. Sometimes I kick me in my ass if I was married to them. So you got to understand what the things she got to deal with. I know sometimes y'all ain't thought about it, but I'm putting it in your head now. Think about it now. He said, the unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord, that she may be holy, both in body and in spirit. But she that is married careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband. That's the thing she got to worry about. See, those things, a lot of you unmarried women don't have to worry about that. You just got to, you go, hey, what y'all need at the school? I'll go get some plates, do this, that. But shoot, that married woman got to go deal with the stuff at the school, go back home and deal the stuff with this man and what he looking for and what he want and all that stuff. And every man is, I'm a hard man to live with. I can tell you that now. I know me. I'm not the easiest thing to live with. So I may have kicked my own self out the house a couple of times, man. I probably did. I just don't remember. But in this verse 35, and this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you. He said, he's saying, I didn't do this to put a snare upon you. I didn't do this to make y'all get out now. No, this is not for that. This is to give y'all some understanding on. Think about that other person. Women, think about the other woman, what she might have to go through. Don't always give each other a hard time because people ain't doing like you want to do it and acting like you acting. You don't know what they're going through. And he said, in this I speak for you for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is common, beautiful, and that ye may attend upon the Lord without distraction. See, because a married woman got to take care of her husband. That's what the scriptures tell us. She don't need distraction of doing other things that the unmarried woman are doing. Because the unmarried woman, you should have distraction with other men because you're not married. Quit worrying about them other Negroes. Does somebody come and put a ring on us? Somebody say, hey, let me try you, and y'all talking and getting to know each other. And you still ain't got to go through the stuff yet because you're not married. Until you get married, then this will be a different story. Then you could be really running to that woman that's married, talking about, how do I get this Negro acting crazy? This Negro tripping, this man. Then you go run and ask that. All praises. We got Garland, Texas vegan. All praises. Welcome. He said, ha ha ha. That's why I adore Battle Axes sisters. Being married is a task, and being married to a man of God onto that is mind blowing. I can't imagine. No doubt. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. And some people thinking, I married a man that's in the truth. Shoot. That ain't gonna be easy. Because a lot of times his mindset is in the Bible. And if you ain't going to be in that Bible, your mind don't always be there. He going to look at it the way the Bible look at it, not the way he thinks sometimes. Because sometimes even the thoughts that the way the Bible put it, it come down harder than what the man be trying to put on the woman. So if he looking at that, it's a lot of times they be thinking, oh, it's him. No, that's what the Bible said. That's what the Bible said. And that's why, y'all, when I first got married to my wife, she said, y'all always be talking about the wicked women. And then when she started reading that Bible even more, she realized that the Bible talking about the wicked women. Then when she started looking around and looking at the stuff in the Bible, looking at the other people, she realized they are wicked. I didn't have to tell her that. I would just say it because that's what the Bible says. How do you know? That's what the Bible says. If the Most High created you and he tell me what you are, hey, I got to believe him. You can't come to me and be just telling me anything when the Bible said, nah, nope, that's what y'all are. That's how I created you. Man, what did I just say? Somebody throw the ones up in the thing and make sure that somebody put a one up in the chat if y'all can hear and see me still. Okay, all praises. Okay, all praises. Thank you, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's my TV over there or computer, but the TV said it, but the computer didn't. Okay, let's go to where we at. We just was at I want to go here too, because we always end and close camp with this too. Let's go to Matthew 26. Let me show you, give you an example of a woman taking care of the Lord's business. Matthew 26, and we're going to start at 7. We close camp. Every time we close camp with this scripture. And you'll see why when I read it to those who are not out in camp and the women that's not there when we at camp. But this is the scripture we close with. I know IUIC close with the same scriptures too. A lot of times when you hear this scripture, you know Capt is shutting down. And this is one we use, 26, Matthew's 26. We normally start at, we can start at 6, it doesn't matter. But let's go. Now when Jesus was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointments, and poured it on his head, and he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, that purpose is what, to what purpose is this waste? Then this woman came in and she got all this precious ointment. You know, at that time, ointments and stuff, perfume, that's expensive. It is today. You can buy a bottle now, some of that good stuff like $300-400. But she had this ointment and she came in and she poured it on Yahushua's head. You had the disciples, 12 men, who was following Yahushua. Yahushua was giving them prophecies, telling them everything. But even then, remember, Peter didn't even understand, even after he was telling them, no, Lord, they ain't going to do that to you. And the Most High said, man, it's got to happen. So, you know, every time, some things, when it comes to the Lord, women understand that some men don't understand. But the fact of the matter, it ain't for you to go teach the man, it's for you to put in action. And that's what we got to do, put in action. Not just be wanting to say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm doing this, no. But let me show you. Let's go. Let's go. But when the disciples saw it, they had indignation. They mad in the mud, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. They said, we could have sold this ointment and gave it to the poor folks. I don't know why she wasting and putting it on his head. And then when Jesus understood it, or when Yahushua understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? Why you messing with this woman? For she had wrought a good work upon me. See, she an unmarried woman. See, her duty is to who? The Lord, just like we read earlier. Now, they up there trying to, why you going to waste that? First of all, it ain't your perfume. It ain't your ointment. She can do what she want with the ointment. And she did what she's supposed to be doing it for Yahushua and not you men. See, a lot of times our women that's unmarried be caught up in other men. No, that Negro ain't putting no finger on. No, we worrying about him. I can promise you, don't worry about it. You'll be disappointed every time. That's why you sit there and wait and you watch and you see, okay, he doing that. That's where you want to focus in. But you don't, look, you take care of what Yahushua got for you. You'll be all right. Why trouble you the woman? For she had wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me you have not always. And this woman is really understanding what he was saying in the few little times she spoke with him, as opposed to the disciples been walking with him. And she understanding better than what they had understood. Because now she's saying, he's like, man, look, you, the poor, you got the Israel, you always got them, but I ain't gonna be here long. She understood that. So she was anointing his head, because when he was talking about his burial, she knew what it was talking about. She wasn't being stubborn. She wasn't going crazy. No, you ain't gonna die. No, I ain't gonna let it. I got you back. And he's like, man, I'm dying. I got to. My father told me I am. This woman understood it. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she had poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this, that this woman had done, be told for a memorial of her. Now the Most High blessed this woman, not because of what these men was running their mouth about, but because she did what I'm not married. I do my duty is unto the Most High, is unto the Lord. That's what my duty is. That's what her duty was. She was blessed for that. So a lot of times, women, you don't have to sit there and be looking at these Negroes that you're not married to. What you need to do is keep your eyes focused on the Most High. Believe me, if you're doing that, that man that's building himself up to become the man of God, he will find you. Man, when it's something hard to find and the man see it, he going after it. They don't waste time. Men don't waste time. Y'all think they do. When you, the ones that's been with you and you've been, what does they call it? What do they call that? Engaged. Engaged 8 years. Man, that man don't want to marry you. That man don't want you at all. I can promise you that right now. Because when a man want to do something, he getting up and doing it. He ain't waiting all them years. That man just comfortable in what you got going on. And just in case another woman coming along, he ready to go. Yeah. My wife just shouted back there. I waited 4 months. Not long at all. Like I said, when some business got to be taken care of, it get done immediately. Negroes, if he, I'm gonna try her. They been trying you for 6 years. Shit, he tried out. You better get on with the get on. Take care of the Most High's business. Leave that thing alone. Then let's go to Proverbs 11:4. Proverbs 11:4. Yes, women, this lesson gonna knock you down, but it's gonna bring you back up. Then it's gonna knock you back down. Then it's gonna bring you back up. I might need to use 2 hands. Bible keeps sticking. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. No, I said Salaki, 14. My bad. And see, this is one thing you women have that's not married. Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counsels, there is safety. See, you women got a lot of other men to counsel around, to go get counseling from the men. That's why I say a lot of times it ain't good to go to your women folks sometimes, because y'all women give bad advice to each other. And y'all get mad because sometimes men be straightforward. Like I tell people, man, shoot, don't ask me. I'm going to tell you right now, don't ask me. That look skinny in this dress? That's the terrible question to ask me. Unless you look skinny in that dress, don't ask me. Because I don't even know how to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to lie to you. I really can't. I don't even know how. But I know how you women are. Oh, you good, girl. What's that? Body positivity. No. Them diabetes. No body positivity. You got her sitting up there eating more. Then you ain't even going to visit her when you got to run to the hospital. No, we need to tell each other the truth. Period. Y'all quit doing them laughing emojis. Is that what them things are? I'm not trying to be fun. I'm just being true. But anybody know me, that's just how I am. I just say it. Sometimes I need to shut my damn mouth sometimes. But 11 and 14, let's read that. 11 and 14. Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counsels, there is safety. You got a lot of men up there that's in the truth, that want to give you real truth about what it is they counsel about. We have a lot of captains, we have officers, we have soldiers. Go to them and get counsel. That's where your safety is. So your husband, the married woman, got a husband that's supposed to be taking care of you. If a man ain't taking care of you and ready to protect you, if you're the one walking on the outside on the sidewalk, if you're the one when you hear something in the house, he behind you, yeah, you ain't got no man. You got a thing, but you ain't got no man. He ain't got none. That's not what he's supposed to be doing. Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 3. 2 Timothy chapter 3. That's back in them T's now. Thessalonians, Timothy, Titus, all that's in the same thing. It's all the T's right there together. 2 Timothy, and we're going to go with 3 and verse. We'll start at 1. Watch this. Watch this. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. We in perilous times. They are here. They are upon us. For men shall be lovers of their own self. So woman, you wonder why that nigga don't want you? Because he loving himself too much. I remember they used to say that about them yellow cats when yellow was in style. Them yellow men was in style, boy. And a lot of women, I got women because they found out later, them Negroes love themselves too much. They was in the mirror more than the woman was. For men shall be lovers of their own self, covetousness. And that's what we do. We be out, and you got to watch these men. They want everything. I got to get that. I got to get that Lambo. So, and I can't even fit a Lambo. So, yeah, I'm not finna go grab it. Boasters. Oh, you know about me? You don't know about me? I'm this. I'm that. I'm this. I'm that. I'm that. I'm this. I'm this. Pride. Blasphemers. Lying ass niggas. Excuse my language. Disobedient to parents. And y'all better check to see how they was with their parents. When you're looking at a man, he going back and he talking to his mama crazy. So how you think he gonna talk to you? That's the woman that birthed him. Better go check it out. Unthankful. Don't say thank you for nothing. Just get it. Take off with it. Don't even act. Don't appreciate that you did something for him. Unholy. Without natural affection, truce bakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness. If that man, you got a man, he always gone, just all in the everything. I'm out here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm over there. I got to do this, I got to do that. And they always using the gospel too. Then you talk to another brother, he don't know what you're talking about. Well, they did what? Nah, he wasn't with me. Having the form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. They act like when I'm in this truth until some bad come up. Damn, they don't even know how to handle the problem. And I'm teaching some of you young girls, you unmarried women, y'all stuff y'all need to be checking out. This stuff y'all need to be looking at. This the stuff y'all need to be, hey, exactly. That should be on your checklist. Not all that other bug crap. That's what you should have checklist. For this sort are they which creep in the houses. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hold on. This is what they do. And it's happened to a lot of you women. Because he was fine. Oh, girl, he made me laugh. Oh, girl. Oh, he was this, he was that. Yeah. You need to watch it. I'm glad the rascal flat here. Look at how he treated his mama. Yeah, we treat his mama terrible. I can promise you he gonna treat you terrible. I can promise you that. And it says, for this sort, they which creep in the houses lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts. They come up in there, and there's a lot of them with all those different traits. They don't need them all either. They just need one of those. And some of them, that's how they come. They put that mask on, come right up to you. Ooh, girl, he just do this for them. Because some of y'all judge a man by how he make you feel. Oh, he make me feel so. Ooh, you're lusting after them. Then they got that dumb saying, like they say that you can't what they say about you can't pick who you love. Yes, you can. It is your decision. See, that's trying to be unaccountable. You choose who you love anyway. You choose who you like and don't like. But y'all know what it is. A lot of women confuse love and lust. Y'all make them the same thing. Y'all make them the same thing. Led away with divers lusts, ever learning, and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Y'all learning a whole lot of stuff because you with that man, and that man got a false accuser. You with that man, he a truth breaker. You with that man because he has no natural affection. You with that man because he despises those that are good. You with that man that was a traitor. You with that one that's heady, that one that's high-minded, the one that loved pleasure, the one that loved pleasure more than he loved God. You done been with all of this. And then you taken over by divers lust, learning from that wicked nigga, that wicked one, that wicked one, and that wicked one, and that wicked one. Ever learning and never able to come to the truth. Because why? You using the knowledge that you learned from him. How much times have y'all have put on something that Negro did on a man that you're talking to now? Or a man that you dealt with later? And you put up, because he did that to you, now he putting it on him now. Because you think now he going to do it because, man, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of truth. Never able. You're not going to get there until you get your mind right, get your mind set on doing the most highest work. That's the only path out of the mess. I remember Kevin Samuel used to tell them, hey, y'all need to go to psychiatrists. No, they need to get in this Bible. If they want a psychiatrist, get these word of God. It'll change them if they do it and apply it to them, to their lives. If they seek out the knowledge, it's telling you what to watch for, what kind of Negroes to look for, what kind of way to get away from. It tells you that. You don't need no counselor. I mean, you don't need no psychiatrist to sit back and you sit on the couch and run your mouth and as soon as you finish, give me $125. He ain't did nothing for you. This Bible gonna get you there. It's gonna get you there if you take heed to it and do what it say do. That verse 8. Now as James and Jambres withstood Moses, so these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds, reprobate concerning the faith, but they shall proceed no further, for their folly shall be manifest unto all men, as theirs also was. It's gonna be exposed. Let me show y'all, because you have to do a little bit of research here, because it says, now as James and Jambres withstood Moses, so do these also resist the truth. Because now you look up James and Jambres, you're gonna realize you can't find it. But we got to look and see what spirit was that on the people that is talking about. Now, James and Jambres withstood Moses, so do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds reprobate concerning the faith. Now, who were those people? You got to look that up to see what that spirit was. So I can go to Exodus chapter 7, verse 11. And I'm going to show you how I got there too. Exodus chapter 7, verse 11. Then Pharaoh also called the wise man and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt. They also did in like manner with their enchantment. See, a lot of times y'all dealing with warlocks, rebellious ass Negroes. When they say what? Rebellion is as a witchcraft. This is what y'all dealing with. These Negroes warlocks, man. They be putting spells on you. You don't gotta be no, you don't got no stick with it. You got to stick with it, but it ain't that stick that you see on TV. But he want to stick something. Tell you that. It says, now the magicians of Egypt, they also did in like manner with their enchantments. For they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods, and he hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he hearkened not unto them as the Lord had said. And see, that's the thing about it. When you continue doing what the Most High has you doing, you don't have to worry about these devils coming in. Like that Bible said, what? When the devil come in like a flood, God shall raise up a standard against them. And the reason I got these names, because if you notice, it didn't say James or Chambers. But what I did, when I did my research on this, I had to go look in another book that's not in the Bible, but it was the Gospel of Nicodemus. I'm not saying that's canon or anything like that, because they didn't put it in there, but it does have information, and it gave the names that is talking about. And that was in that book, Gospel of Nicodemus, chapter 5, verse 4 of that. And that's how I found out who those names were and where I can go back and find it, because I wanted to know who and what these people were and what that spirit was. So then I looked at that, and that's where I found it at. But like I said, I ain't saying y'all to go read no Gospel of Nicodemus. It's just that sometimes it's got information. Everything don't always line up, but it does carry information. I needed to know what that meant. So I went and found it, and I found it there. And then it gave me a description of what was going on right there. So that's where I found it. So I had to find it. I had to find something on it because I wanted to know the spirit. Let's go to Genesis chapter 29. I don't want to encourage y'all. Y'all be grabbing them books and going and be throw the hell off. No, I just needed to know what that was, and I wanted to know what that was and what spirit that was talking about. Then when I did find it in my other notes, and it went there, and I was like, they don't got the name, so I had to go find out who these people were. Let's see what we got over here. Is there a Battle Axe camp in NYC? No, but I'll be coming to Philly, and I might go up to NYC. I should be doing that in a couple of weeks. I'll be in Philly. Got to go home for a second. See my family. I ain't seen them in years, so I do have to go home every now and then. So I'm sure I'll go from Philly and go up to New York. So hopefully I can get up there and go to somebody's camp and find something to do up there. Okay, let's go to Genesis chapter 29 and verse 18. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy younger daughter. See, if a man really wants you, he'll put in some work. That mother said he'll serve 7 years. Boy, you know, right now, boy, if any one of these Negroes running around here now, they had to put in 7 years to get it. Shoot, it wouldn't be, boy, it'd be about 18 people married in Israel, putting in 7 years of work. But then think about it. You put in that 7 years of work, you really want them. But he said, and Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy younger daughter. And Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. And see, that's the thing about it. Because a lot of our women don't think that they got to be married. I'm strong and independent. But no. It was always something that a woman should be wanting to get her protection, because That's just how this world is wicked as hell. I don't think it's cool for women to be sitting there living by themselves, especially when you have children. Negroes is violent. Men is nasty. Men is wicked as hell. And men can get violent. They look for something weak. Because they don't fight men. They go after something they can't, they think that I can beat. And it's just that you need protection in this wicked ass world. You need protection in this wicked place. Let's drop down to 25. Verse 25. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this that thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve thee for Rachel? Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me, yet 7 other years. Now, even the father knew it's best to have this woman go off to another man. His father knew it's best that this woman should be going and going to get married. Even though he did a crazy thing to do it, but he was like, sure, no, it's time for, I gotta find you somebody. I'm gonna get somebody to him. Let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 14. 1 Timothy. Back at them T's. Back at them T's. Back at them T's. Where all the T's at? 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 14. I will therefore that the younger women marry. I will therefore that the younger women marry. Girl, you don't need to be married. You need to go chase that bag. You need to go get your education. You need to get here. You need to get there. You need to get... No, you're supposed to be getting married at that young age when you're fertile so you can have the children. Put that on that Negro. Let that Negro go to work. But see, a lot of our women act out of fear. Well, what if something happened? Well, what if he do this? Well, what if this? Well, what? Let's do what the Most High God say. You see, you only trust in the Most High. Because now you're trusting in your feelings instead of trusting in what the Most High told you to do. See, that's a lot of times we always like to follow God's instruction till there's something we don't like, and we'll move that one out the way, and I'm going to do these, and I'm going to move that one, and I'm going to do these, and I'm going to move that. Then we wonder, why didn't it work? Well, you skipped some steps. You need to go back and slide that back in there, slide that back in there, slide that back in there, and do the whole thing. But no, we don't let all these women, let this feminist movement and change our whole mindset. We don't let our enemy come in and work our mind and work our minds against one another. Now we got men against women. And men and women against men over what? When we're supposed to be coming together as a nation. And we can't even get the two who's supposed to be together. And then we got this. What they saying is stupid. I'm strong and independent. Soon as the dang car break down, you call a man. Soon as your hot water ain't hot no more, you call a man. Strong and independent. So don't test me. I'll tell you to get out there and call me. You strong and independent, better not call me. I got a flat tire, you want to come change? You strong and independent, you do it. And I can't get these lugs off. So you strong and independent. You better find a way. Step on it. Get on the left side. Step on the left side. Stand up on it. It'll loosen up. But no, you can't be strong and independent and then want a man. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. It says, I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. See, don't give the enemy a chance to come to you and tell you, don't do that, girl. You strong. Don't give him that chance. You shouldn't even got married. You should have. I'm already done. It's already done. Ain't no room for that. You shouldn't have no children at this time. We should have just waited till later. Now it's better you had them now. Had them right now. But our women chasing careers now. They ain't doing what the Most High said. They chasing careers. They want to be boss bitches. And then that's all they are. Bitches. Excuse my language. But that's about it. All praises, Rascal Flats. It says, y'all the only channel I will watch on here as a non-Israelite. Y'all teach me more than any other channel. All praise. Appreciate it. Thank you. Man, but like I said, right there it's telling you, man, that's what I said. The directions, this right here is the directions how you put things together. The instructions. Well, but we like to put stuff together without we don't want to, no instructions. Well, then you got all this, well, where do these parts go? Well, you should have did it by the instructions. You wouldn't have all them loose parts that go on there. It won't even come on, yeah, because you missing the start button. You didn't put that on. If you'd have read the instructions, you know you had to do that. It says, I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guard the house, give on occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. For some are already turned aside for Satan. Some of y'all already turned aside for Satan. When they came out with this feminist movement, got y'all women doing this against your man, and you men going off getting mad because they doing it. Hey man, you men stay doing what the Most High God tell you to do, and you women stay doing what the Most High God tell you to do, and everything will work out. But if we done got to the point we don't trust God no more. We trust every philosophy that has come out. We trust every philosophy that has come out. We don't trust the Most High no more. We trust Housewives of Atlanta. We trust the Bachelor and the Bachelorette. We see that woman there, she a bachelorette. She done kissed all them dudes. I don't even know how another nigga could come high. I mean, you just stuck your tongue in her mouth. I don't want no kids. And the same way with you women. Same way, that's what we go after. We look at social media. We look at TV shows to get how we're supposed to be doing a relationship. And that's all it is. It's a program. A television to tell you a vision. And a station to keep your mind stationary while they program you. And that's what they're doing. But we fall right into his hands. Right into his hands. Just with that. Let's go to Sirach. You know it's a whole lot of stuff in Sirach. I had to stop. Can't bring all of it out. Let's go to Sirach, and we're going to start at chapter 9. And we're going to go to verse 7. Sirach chapter 9, verse 7. And this one right here, listen, you dudes, you guys. It says, look not round about thee in the streets of the city, neither wander thou in the solitary places thereof. Quit running around all over the place looking for these women. Or in the solitary places thereof. The thing about it is like these passport bros running all over the country marrying these strange women. I got a whole goddamn class on that. I'm going to hit that up. I'll probably do that next time. They went around here with these strange women. The fact of the matter is, see, when you got something that's precious and that's good, like gold, you can't just go run down the street and pick some gold that's on top of the ground. You got to go find it. Then you got to dig. Then you got to pan for it. Then you got to run the water through it. Then you got to clean it. And hopefully at the end, you get that little bitty piece. Oh, I got something. You got to go mining for diamonds, cutting through rock, big machines, taking stuff. It's work to get something precious. They ain't just there like, oh, that one, grab that one. Oh, that one, I'm grab that one. Grabbing the first girl you see. Maybe I can change this stripper. No. You ain't finna change nothing. The most I change, but just you run around in all the wrong places looking for this woman. Look not round about thee in the streets of the city. Mm, mm, mm. Neither one thou in the solitary places thereof. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. Turn away your eye. Just because she pretty, she batting them eyes. Man, see, that's the killer. That's the killer. And look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For her with love is kindled as a fire. And see, sometimes, boy, like a lot of times, why you got them big ass eyelashes up? Who the hell y'all trying to cut with them damn fingernails? What is y'all trying to, who y'all trying to be, Freddy Krueger? What is all this? I'm gonna get it. Shoot, Negro, if y'all was y'all, man, ain't nowhere in the world I want to talk to a woman with 10 knives on her hand. Hell no. She got two big ass caterpillars on her eyes. You niggas, you crazy. Man, hell no. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman. And that's what they call beautiful. If you think they're beautiful, boy, ooh, when y'all get home, boy, and all that stuff come out. Them booty pads come out of her butt. That makeup come off her face. She got to take that right leg off because that's fake too. Take that wig off. She got 4 strands of hair. Man. Many have been deceived by the beautiful beauty of a woman. For how herewith love is kindled as a fire. All right. Go get it if you want to. Knock yourself out. I used to want that when I was young, boy. I'd sit around there and shoot. Be with a nice girl and everything. And boy, another pretty one come by, you done ran off running over there. Then she'd tear you up and mess with your homeboy and all that stuff. Now you trying to run back to the girl you was with. And she don't want you no more. Got deceived. That pretty one done walked past you, boy, and you done left everything. Now you wish you had it. I'm trying to tell you. Shalom, brother, I miss you. All praise. Brother Dexter. All praise. I'm hoping somebody learning something today. I'm hoping they do. That's where we at. I done got caught up. Let's go to stay in Sirach. I told you we can bust Sirach, boy. That's a great teacher, boy. Sirach chapter 25 and verse 12. See, this is what we are always missing right here. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. The fear of the Lord. Am I in the right place? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. Watch this. And any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. And see, that's one thing, a woman, y'all got to understand. The Most High know what he's talking about when he made you. He's telling you, look, you don't have to be that now. Just because wickedness is in you and it's there before you, don't mean you have to do that. But y'all got to be honest with yourselves and be like, that's in us. Men are rebellious. But even Solomon said, man, hey, I found one man that was righteous, but I didn't find out one woman. See, but y'all can't be honest with yourself. Y'all like lying to yourself. Whatever makes you feel good. I got to get my good feeling. You better get that good truth. I didn't make you. I'm just telling you what your maker said about you. I'm reading the instructions and it's telling me exactly, oh, shoot. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, and any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of enemies. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I'd rather dwell with the lion and the dragon, God dang it, than to keep house with a wicked woman. Boy, that's hard. Y'all thought I'd be mean. That was beautifully hard. I didn't write that. I know it might sound like I did, but I didn't write it. I didn't write that. The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkens her countenance like sackcloth. And that's how they do sometimes, boy. Soon as something go wrong and something they don't like, boy, you'll see it on their face. Then you'll be like, what's wrong? Nothing. Shoot. Like the brother said, it's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. No, you don't. The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darken her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he hear it, it shall sigh bitterly. Oh, you know our brother sitting down over there, he talking to his neighbor with the beard, and here she come out there. She got a little, what they call them, that thing, bonnet on her head, in them house shoes. Come here. Now, I'm not, look, dude, my wife don't do that. I don't want y'all to think that now. I've seen this amongst a lot of people. I've seen this a lot of times. Come here. Then he just go there and holler. The neighbor, his home was looking like that. What's wrong with that? Well, you better go home. Better drink the rest of that beer and get home. He said, her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he hear it, it shall sigh bitterly. Ooh. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Listen, I didn't write this. He made you. He knows what he did with you. He knows what's in you. So when you come to terms that, hey, I can be wicked, I promise your life will start changing. When you start admitting, man, that's why I used to love reading that First King. I love it. I love to break that down. First Kings 8:47. When you got it, we perverse. We some nasty people. We wicked as hell. But you got to admit it. That's the first steps in the getting over something. Well, I done went to drug rehab twice. One thing I had, the reason I got over it is because I admitted, man, I got a problem. But we don't like to face that. We like to think of ourselves as being so great. So we proud. And what is that? Pride is the beginning of sin. That's what that, man. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Let's read that from the beginning. All wickedness but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. All wickedness. So when y'all know that, that means y'all got a lot more work to put in than the men. But y'all so worried about what the Negroes and the men are doing, y'all not even thinking about the work that you got to put in. Y'all got a lot to deal with. More than I do. And it's the man's job to make sure that the woman stays but in line. Because when it all boils down, he gonna come down, he ain't gonna like Maccabee. Nah, man, I didn't do nothing. No, you didn't stop us from doing it. Same thing, ain't that what he did in the garden? And that's the first thing boy saying, boy, Adam was like, that nigga, Adam's so wicked, that nigga blame God. That was that woman you made. Boy, I told you to be over her. Make sure she stay in line. But you, I guess because she done put them goddamn big ass eyelashes on, and there you over there eating philosophies. She done rub your back with them old long ass nails. Ooh, baby. Let's go and listen to this white man. And here you over there, all that Becky's parties and stuff. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, man. I didn't make this up, man. Y'all know I didn't write none of this. I'm not even that clever of a writer. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 25. I'm not that clever of a writer, boy. That hit hard though. It's beautifully hard though. Beautifully hard. Proverbs chapter 25 and verse 24. It is better to do well. I know y'all women just do not like these scriptures. It is better to do well in the corner of the housetop. I mean, I would have to get out here, go down the hall, pull down that ladder, go up in the attic, where all that itchy stuff is. It's better to be there than with a brawling woman and in a wild house. Nobody want to come home and have to fight your butt, man. You don't know how to handle a woman. I don't want to handle a woman. The hell I want to handle you for? I got too much other stuff to handle. Shoot. It's better to do that than a brawling woman. I always got something. I always want to fight and do all that. That's crazy. That's what it tell you. It's better to be there. Just go lay in the installation in the corner of the house, man. That's a better place for you than to be with that brawling woman. That's a better place. I hate to say it, but yes, I didn't say it. I'm just repeating what it said. Proverbs chapter 21. Oh, he's finna hit. I know sometimes our women think men ain't supposed to hit you. Well, I ain't hitting you, but the Most High will. Watch this. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wild house. Why did he have to tell us that twice? Why? That actually that's twice on that same thing. It's another one. Better yet, go to 21:19. Same proverb. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. Shoot, Negroes, it's better to just be lost in the woods, man. You better off being scared about Bigfoot or something, man. You better off being worried about bears and stuff than to be messing with this contentious and angry woman. I didn't write it, but the Most High, He knows. He knows. Y'all thought men was tough, boy. See, the Most High said, man, you ought to see what I put in them women. You ought to see what I got in them. Shoot, you think you cold with it? No, you're not. You're not that tough. No. Let's go to Sirach chapter 26, verse 22. Because now I'm going to get to the whole. A harlot shall be counted as spittle. And we got women out here volunteering to be hoes now. I mean, boy, I remember, boy, when I was coming up, boy, it was the one. And you knew she was the one because all the Negroes was always around her. They was always going home. I'm going home. I'm going to walk her home. They fighting to walk her home. Now, shoot, they all over the place. You can get it anywhere now. They passing it out. $2 for $1. Cheapos. A harlot should be counted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against debt to her husband. See, a married woman is a tower. A tower. I'm 6'6". That means my wife have to be something big. She a tower. She a tower for me against death. That's probably why I ain't died. I was supposed to be in the I was in ICU twice. That's probably why I ain't go. Because she was the tower. She was the tower. See, it's good things when you got something that come out of this. But they done made y'all report out. And some of y'all just can't stay in marriage because of what they done taught you. Some of y'all just, it's some good things that come out of it. Tower, let me read that again. The harlot should be counted as a spittle. So if you just out there running around having sex with everybody, that's all you are, spit. That's about it. That's about it. As soon as the sun come out, you're going to dry up. But a married woman is a tower against debt to her husband. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. And if you're a wicked man, yes, you finna get something wicked. You're a portion of you finna, what you finna get a portion of a wicked ass woman, boy. And that's another little lesson for both sides. Hey, your woman, you got a wicked woman, you need to check yourself. You got a wicked man, you might need to check yourself. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. See, if your woman can't get right, you might need to check yourself. It might not be her. It might be you. They women, and that's another thing. Just because that says that now, because some of y'all will be wicked and then try to blame him. You don't have to be wicked now. Because some of y'all will do that and use that scripture. And I'm probably wicked because of you. You just wicked because you ass want to be. Yeah, Monica Gary, yeah, you ain't lying, boy. I don't know. I can't have no masculine woman. I might elbow her in the throat. I can't have it. I just can't do it. I like a woman to stay a woman. Where I'm at. Here we go. And okay, yes. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. A dishonest woman contemneth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. See, that's what an honest woman would do. But when you got a woman that's all that she doing is talking, oh, he nigga ain't shit, that nigga ain't shit, that nigga ain't. You married him. You picked him. You said, yeah. And boy, what? Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Here's another disclaimer. I didn't write this. Chapter 26, verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. And I'm going to put that in modern day terms. A shameless woman shall be counted as a bitch, but she that is shamefaced will hear the Lord. See, if you ain't got no shame, hey, you can run on, dog. But you'll take heed to this message if you shamefaced, if you humble. You'll take heed to this. Like I said, this is a great lesson from the Most High. He made you. He knows. A woman that honors her husband shall be judged wise of all. Ooh. She shall be judged wise of all. But see, some of y'all out there not honoring your husband. You doing what you want to do. I want to do this. I don't like the way. Okay. All right. But a woman that honors her husband shall be judged wise of all. But she that dishonored him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. A loud cry. I didn't even got to break some of this down. Let me just read this. A loud crying woman and a scold shall be sought out to drive away the enemies. See, a woman that's sitting there and she cry, but when she cry out, guess what? That's like a woman. When somebody messes, she's ah! Or she do that little scream, drive off them enemies. Because now she done called her husband. Now he should be on the march, sprinting over there when she crying out like that. Help! She should be ready to go. Automatic. Ready to take care of her. Sirach chapter 36. Well, I told you, boy, it's good in Sirach. Chapter 36, verse 19. Chapter 36, verse 19. Watch this. The belly devour, let's start at 18. The belly devour all meat, yet is one meat better than another. As the palate tastes divers kinds of venison, so the heart of understanding false speeches. Listen, a palate tastes divers kinds of venison, so doth an heart a mind of understanding false speeches. it tastes different things and it recognizes what's good and what's not good. A froward heart causes heaviness, but a man of experience will recompense him. A woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another? The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. A man loves a beautiful woman that's peaceful to him, that's comforting him, that's always encouraging him. Watch this. Watch this. See, because he tastes a lot of different venison. But is one better than another? No, he tastes a lot of them. It's still a woman. But watch this. A woman will receive every man, yet one is one daughter better than the other. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loving nothing better. If there be kindness, meekness, comfort in her tone, then is not her husband like other men. You want your man to stay at the house and not run around all over the place? Those are the traits to keep him home. Because he tastes a lot of venison. Men, in a natural instinct, I don't care how beautiful you think you are, how great looking you think you are, how great you are to your husband or to your man. A man still would want another woman. Period. That's just our nature. We got testosterone. Sometimes our penis wake us up. It be up before we are. That's in our nature. But you know how you stop that? You know how you keep him from, hey. See, because all the women can do this. All the women, they can look pretty. They can talk sweet. They can caress him. They can do all these other things that you can do. But see, that's what you're supposed to be doing. A forward heart causes heaviness. See, when you mad, now you putting heaviness. Now, guess what? You getting him to go, that little something that might come across. Now, he might think about it now. But a man of experience will recompense him. A man of experience will repay him. A woman will receive every man, yet one daughter is better. Yet is one daughter better than a woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. See, a man like variety of women. They like looking at other women. Y'all be tripping on. You looked at another woman. God damn, what you think I'm supposed to do? Walk around here with blindfold on? They do that. But if there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men? He that getteth the wife begat a possession, a help like unto himself, a pillar of rest. See, but y'all be worried about so much other bull crap. You don't even give your man a pillar of rest. So when he hear that nice, sweet stuff, that little comforting and encouraging him from another woman, you get in his mind to go somewhere. The man is like it by nature is why you think Solomon, smartest man, he couldn't keep that mud. That was tearing up thing. Which got him in trouble. But see, when a woman doing all these other things, a lot of times they be like, man, I don't even feel like going out. I got all that at the house. I got all that at the house. And listen, watch this, man. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. And he that had no wife would wander up and down mourning. Boy, I done seen that in Israel. I done seen that at the school. Man don't got no white boy, that boy, that be crying. Oh, man, yeah, but so they don't understand what the man that's married got to deal with neither. Just like the woman don't understand that's not married, don't understand what the woman got to deal with that's married. So they go up and down crying. Who would trust a thief well appointed that skippeth from city to city? So who would believe a man that had no house and judge whatsoever the night taketh him? And that's what y'all go get. Man, make that nigga, if he can't live with it, go get an apartment and set himself right and get something for him and this girl. Man, god dang, what y'all messing with for? Then you gonna get mad at him because you can't get what you. I'm tired of being over here with his mama. Well, I'm tired of being in my mama's house. Well, you picked him. You knew he didn't have no house. You knew he didn't. You know that nigga wasn't doing nothing. Nigga only go to work 3 days a week. He take 2 days off every week. Don't want to go out and work. No ambition to do nothing. I just want me a wife. For what? So you can keep sitting on your butt? Let's go to Sirach chapter 26. We stand in the same book. 26, back to where we was, chapter 14 though. A silent, listen. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Boy. A silent and loving, I'm not even going to break that down. I'm just going to read it again. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace. And her continent mind cannot be valued. And some of y'all women run around here, I know my value. Yeah, we do too. But you ain't doing the things to take your value up. Your value ain't as great as you thought. You can't tell yourself what the value of something is if ain't nobody buying it. My value is $1,000. So you done been $1,000 and ain't nobody bought you. You need to bring your price down. Well, I'm 100. Ain't nobody buying you. You mess around and be at 50 cents. Because you thought your value, you done got your value up here, way up here. I'm way up there. Brother Jonathan, what you got? 5 and 3, boy, you got too many, man. Sirach 25 and 1. Yeah, I was gonna go there earlier, but you give me too much stuff. But y'all can't go ahead and read it. Hey, Brother Donovan that's a precept king. So hey, he putting them precepts down there. Y'all better take heed to them, write them down. Don't just write down these other ones. But look, I here gave you what? Proverbs 5 and 3. Sirach 25 and 1. I'll do the Proverbs 5 and 3. I'm not gonna get all of it. Yeah, Donovan, I'm gonna do another class of that one. Believe me, I thought about that, but see, that's a strange woman, and that's what I'm gonna do when I do that. I'm gonna go into these. I'm gonna keep that right there for the what they call them, the passport brothers. So that's what that's about. Believe me, I had all those down, but I know that I can do a whole nother class on that. So I'm gonna do that another time. All praises. All praises. So we'll get that out. Believe me, I had that, and that's the reason I didn't put it on there, because I had realized I can do something else with that. So I say that for later. You know, like that cherry pack of now later. Good one. Let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 2. We're about to be done. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. First Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. Brother Donovan and Benaniyah, what y'all can do is give me a law and put that in the comments so I can close with it. So one of y'all can look that up because I didn't do that. I didn't have time to go look up the law to give you one. Give me a law and put that in the comments, please. Thank you. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor assert authority over the man, but to be in silence. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, something you might got to suggest. And a man should take heed and think about it and like, okay, but when he weighs his options and pick this, don't be mad. See, a lot of times when people trying to tell you something, you got to run your mouth. What I think, look, let's not go off what you think. Is what I'm saying. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I wouldn't have been taught so bad for so long. This stuff right here is hard to take in. It's hard to take in. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over the man, but be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. But now women want to be first. Now women want to be first. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Not with your mind filled with all this other stuff. And that is not always talking about sober, meaning not drunk. It's talking about sobriety, not with all these philosophies of the world, but living your life according to the Bible. Let's go to Proverbs 14:1. I am very familiar with this. One thing my wife does, she writes herself scriptures down. See, that's what you're supposed to be doing as a woman. So you ain't got to worry about forgetting nothing. She put them right in her face. So when she go and look in the refrigerator, I thought she actually wrote on the refrigerator, which I ain't gonna lie to you. I was pissed until I realized there was another piece of clear plastic on it, but I thought she wrote all on that stainless steel, boy. It says Proverbs, and she got this right here written on the refrigerator. I see it every time I go in there. Proverbs 14:1. Every wise woman builded her house, but the foolish plucked it down with her hand. See, that's what a woman does. When they trying to look for something in the man to do this, instead of trying to build your man up, and you always looking for something, then you're gonna knock your house down. A wise woman gonna build a house. She's gonna build a house. She's gonna bring in the stuff and keep the things nice. I need to keep this clean. What is it that needs to be done? Okay, it's done. All right, I'll be back. I'm going to do this. I'm out, and that's cool. She got that house in order. And that's what my wife does. She read it and she do it. It ain't the fact that she just got it sitting on the fridge and she look at it and don't do it. This is something she work at. She try her best to make sure I'm doing it. There's a thing that she do. She didn't just wrote it. She didn't just write it, but she's doing it. She's giving her effort to do these things. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 4. He said I could read verse 9 for the law. What is that? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 12, verse 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. Boy, there's some rotten bones, boy, is no good. They fragile, ready to break, ready to fall off. Ready to fall off. So I'm going to read that again. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. And then my favorite, when you women get all loud, let me get this. I used to love to put, that ain't I used to. I love putting this on the street when they acting stupid. Because the Bible hit them right across the head. Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. Clamorous meaning running her down. Mouth, loud ass. Is clamorous. She is simple and know it nothing. And that's what they be thinking. They know everything. I'm going to tell you, let me give you a piece of my mind. So, you ain't got nothing to give me then. For she sitteth at the door of her house on a seat in the high places of the city to call passengers who go right on their way. And that's what they doing. Looking for a man that she can get over on and tell these lies to. No clamorous woman. And let's go, I'm going to listen to my last scripture. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 32. This one I'm going to sum this up with. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 32. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. Wherefore, my brethren, when ye come together to eat, tarry one for another. We're supposed to wait on each other. And at that same time, when we are judged, I meant to bring out this other scripture. Hold on, I had another one. Man. God dang it, I don't know where did I have it, but I can't find it. Don't worry. I'll get to it later. Okay, it'll slip my mind too. It's the one about judging. This one about judging. But I'm going to read that again. Verse 32. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. Oh, I'm tripping. That's what it is. I need 30. Go to 31. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. I'm looking for a scripture. It's right above that one. I am tripping. For if we would judge ourselves, see, sometimes we got to understand and look at ourselves. We got to take things and accountability to the fact that, yes, women, you are made wicked. Some of y'all wicked as hell. But if you're not going to admit it and sit down and try to correct yourselves on these things, you're never going to come out of it. Then you'll be wondering why you got all these problems with men and everybody around you. Even your girlfriends don't like you. Some of your babies going to be born. The first word is, I can't stand mama. For if we judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord. When you do get the judgment, if you judge yourself, you won't be judged. Can't nobody call you out on that. because you're correcting everything. You doing everything right. When we correct ourselves and look in ourselves and take accountability for ourselves, we can't be judged. Ain't nothing they can come at us. If they do judge us, it'll be unrighteous. But when you are judged, we are chastened of the Lord that we should not be condemned with the world. He just straighten you up, correcting you. And I'm done on those. But let's see. I'm going to go with Numbers chapter 30 and verse 6. And that's going to be the law for the day. And I'm going to give thanks for Benaniyah. I see what you did. I see you, Donovan, but I'm going to go with that one. Numbers chapter 30 and verse 8. What is it? Yeah, 30, 6. Numbers chapter 30 and verse 6. And this is going to be the law for the day. Because we always tell y'all to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So each and after every class, we try to give you a law, statute, or a commandment so that you can keep them. And you can't have no excuse. Somebody, I ain't him. Well, we give you one after every class. If you watch all the classes and all the teachers that we have that's teaching 7 days a week, they should be giving you a law after everything they done came across. So take heed, mark them laws down so you'll have them in these statutes. Verse 6, Numbers chapter 30, verse 6. And if she had at all an husband, when she vowed or uttered out her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vow shall stand. If she done made a vow, I'm gonna give y'all I'm gonna give y'all $10,000 a week, and her husband heard it, and he don't say nothing about it, then that vow stands. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make that, and the husband don't say no. Whoa, no. We're not giving him $10,000. If he don't say that vow stands. And her husband heard it and held his peace at her in that day, and that he heard it, then her vow shall stand, and her husband's bonds wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband disallowed her on that day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, of none effect, and the Lord shall forgive her. So she said, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Her husband like, no, you're not. If he said that at that time, it's null and void. That's the law, people. That's the law. And on that note, we're gonna say shalom.